Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I wanted to do a BTS enamel pin collection. You can see that I have like other pins from Disney, but that's only the Disney Princess collection, and I just like Minnie and Mickey's design. But I'm not going to be going over those. I mean, they're obvious what they are. I'm just going to be going over the BTS pins. I'm going to tell you where I got them from, how much I paid, and what grade they are. Pins are graded from standard, second, and B grade. The second grade pins are the worst type of pins, I guess. They just have more flaws. B grades have flaws here and there, and then standards are like the perfect ones of the batch. But I'm going to be going over these pins. These are not it. There's another board over here, which you can see the corner of. And then I also have an Eda bag, which I'll show you real quick. Right here. Sorry, my ring lights are making that the rings around the bag. But for the Eda bag, I'm not going to go over it in this video just because it would take too long. There's like 20-ish pins or maybe even more in that bag. So I'm going to make a separate video for that one. But let me know if you guys are interested in seeing it. So I'm going to start with this board because it has the least amount of pins on here. Some of these pins are probably not available anymore, but I still thought it would be a cool video to film. And it is going to take me a while to get organized as to what pin goes to what Instagram seller, just because there's so many that I'm going to be flipping through a lot of pages. But I'll let you take an overall look at it, and then I'll start from the very top and then just work my way down that way. A lot of these are going to be from the same sellers, and I'm pretty sure they're not available anymore. I bought them about a year ago. So, you guys might get lucky and find them, but I don't have like really high hopes that you might find them. But I'm going to start off with this one up here. Let me just bring it closer to you guys. This is by IO Pins and Parade. Honestly, I never bought from Parade before. I bought this one from IO Pins Instagram page. It's from like the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. This one is called Speak Yourself Tour Badge Metlife, and it was a standard grade, and it was $12. Yeah. This one is also from IO Pins. Sorry, I'm like trying to zoom in. That one is called Scenery Snow Standard. It's a standard grade, and it was $12. So this big pin here is J-Hope's like blue side pin. I didn't grow up like when this was a trend, I guess, but I understand the idea. I'm like 90s baby, but there's that one. That one's also from IO Pins. It's called Blue Side Hope World Anniversary Pin, and it's a B grade, and I paid $12 for it. This one. This pin is from IO Pins, and it's called the Hobie Day X Quaz Tweets, and it was a standard grade. I also paid $12 for this one. When I saw this one, I freaked because she posted it like a couple hours after Hobie tweeted these pictures on Instagram. And as you guys know from my last video, Hobie is one of my biases along with V. So that's why you're going to see I have a lot of their pins. But as soon as he tweeted this himself, I went and like retweeted it. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to just fix the camera. Especially this second picture here. I love that picture, so I retweeted it so quickly. The pins right underneath the Hobie one are from Peanut Paper Co. I always want to say Peanut Paper Company, but these are the mic drop pins that she made. The first one is Mic Drop Sugar, and it's $10, and they're all, I believe, standard grades because these were pre-order. And usually when you do pre-order, they send you the best of the batch, and if they do send you a B grade, usually they tell you that they didn't have enough standard, so they had to send out a B grade. Or some shops offer a discount, but luckily I got standard grades for these. And J-Hope was $10. So both of these, 10 and 10, so $20 for these. And then, let me push it out a little bit. For this pin here, it was also by Peanut Paper Co. And that one is called the Forever Young pin, and it was $15. One thing I don't like about this pin is that it only has one clasp on both sides. Like this has one and then this one too. So it does this a lot, like the twirling around, which I kind of hate, but luckily it's pretty stable, so I don't mind it too much. It's just kind of like a thing that's gonna irritate me if I had it somewhere that wasn't like on a cork board. And this is just a loose cork board. I put like hot glue on the back side, and this is just like an old shirt I didn't wear anymore. This is my favorite color, so you guys will see this a lot. Moving on to the big mass spring day like OT7 pre-order from Peanut Paper Company or Co. I'm sorry. This one is a full 8-piece set of spring day, and it was $80. I love spring day, so the $80 was worth it to me. I just love all these scenes. Spring day is just one of those music videos that makes me cry every time I watch it, just because of the meaning behind it. But yeah, especially this scene where they're all looking at Jungkook all like mellowly because he's holding the sparkler, but they're all like sad behind him. I just think it's a nice scene. But yeah, I'll be back with the other board. Back with the second board, and I will start same pattern from top to bottom. I'll move them a little bit closer, but I just wanted to give you guys an overall view of all the pins, and then I'll show you them close up. So I'm going to go over this board. I'm going to go from top to bottom, so it will take a while because there's a lot more pins on this one than there was on the other one. This one is the Happy Pop Artist Cookie and JK. It is a second grade, and it was $8. I don't know why she classified it as a second grade because I feel like it looks perfect. But to each their own, and it is her shop. She's an expert, so I'm sure she knows like what makes it a second grade and not. The next one down, this one here. This one is from Moon Merch Store, and it's called the Love Yourself Tour Pin Group. It was like a reorder, so she had pre-ordered some and then reordered more. But when you get a pin like that, it means it's gonna be a standard grade if you did it like a pre-order. And since her shop is not in the States, I don't know where it's from honestly, but her pricing is not in USD, it's in GBP, and it was 8 GBP. The next one's on the side here. I'm sorry, there's like lint on my pillow, but I don't know. It doesn't look bad in person, but it does in the camera. This one, and this one are all from the same shop. It's called Manichi. It's MANQCHI. They're called the RM Daily Hard Enamel, and they were B grades, and there was 17 for the set of 3. But yeah, let me see if... Sorry. And then this one here is from Momo Pins, I believe. Yeah, no, Pins Momo. And it's called the Blood, Sweat, Tear J-Hope. Originally, she had priced it $16. But then she realized how tiny it was, so she refunded people $4. So I ended up paying $12 for this pin here. And then the very last one, it is from Oh, I forgot to mention it in the other board. So this one is from a tiny pin club. It's part of their like a BT or the merchandise, so you'll see them like scattered around this board here too. They were a set of 5, and I paid $25 for those. It was a pre-order too. For You'll see that there's a collection of Yoongis wearing hats. It is called, well, I ordered it from Moon Children Design. It's called Yoongi X Hat Bundle, and they were $30 for the set of 4. So it included this one, this one, this one, and this pen. But they are pricey for what they are, but I honestly didn't mind paying that much because it's Yoongi wearing like hats from iconic like BTS Run episodes, so I really didn't mind paying that much. This pin here is from ZOMG Bunny. ZOMG Bunnies. Or no, Bunny. It's called the Dang pin, and it was $12. This one's part of a pre-order, so it was like a standard grade, which means I got one of the best in the bunch. Yep. This pin here is called JK Airplane Part 2. It was a C grade or like a second grade, and it was $5. And they classified it as like a junk pin. But I don't know why. I think it looks perfect. Maybe like these little lines at the top here, but honestly, I don't get it, but you know what? Whatever. I didn't pay that much for it, so I don't mind. This pin here is from Forever Seesaw. It's the Love Yourself Tour Japan poster, and it was a C grade. And it was $8. The very last one here is from Mini Tay Badge, and it was the Love Yourself Tour OT7 hard enamel pen, and it was a C grade. So I paid $20 for this, but not for this one, like just for one. I bought 4. One was for me, and then the other 3 were for my 2 sisters and my niece. We're all Army, diehard Army, and we all went to the Metlife, not Metlife. Well, we did go to Metlife. We went to day 1 and 2, but we went to Citi Field for like the add-on date that they did in New York, and that was like their first stadium date that they did in the United States. So we all went. My niece and I, we were in general admission, so it was like first come first serve basis, which I can do a video on. It was a crazy ass day, but my sisters were all in like the 400, so both of them were like texting us saying, you guys need to move to the left side, like everyone's on the right. But my niece and I we're in like a really good spot, so we were scared to like leave it to go into a spot where it was really bad. So we ended up staying like in one of the worst spots. But if you guys want to hear a video on that, or you want to like hear the story on how Citi Field was, just let me know. I forgot about the Snow White and Hobie pin, but I got them from the Manichi, and it was a pre-order. It was the MANQCHI, and it's called the Snow White Taehyung, and it was a B grade, $6, and then the Snow White J-Hope, which was a B grade, and it was $7. So I was confused as to why this one was 6 and this one was 7. But then I remember that she posted something about that V was just much tinier than the rest of the collection. So like if I move him next to J-Hope, you'll see he like the hat just makes him so much bigger. So I think that's why she decided to price him cheaper than the rest, just because I mean he was the featured character, but he was just tinier than the rest. But yeah. That's this side. I'm gonna move on to the top here. Sorry if you guys hear like my paper. That's where I have the pricing and like who I bought them from and stuff. But this top one is from ZOMG Bunny, and it is called, where is it? I believe it was like the Run. Yeah, it was the Run pin, and that was $11. And then the one right behind, or like right below it, this one here, is the Serendipity Day. Let me see. Or Twins Day. Because there's a day and night version. So I guess you named them the twins. But it was $9. This one here, I'll open it up for you guys. It's also from ZOMG Bunny. And it was $11. It's called the Love Letter HYYH Part 2. I don't know how to say the like album name or like the era name like the Fancy Army do. I just know HYYH, so that's why I read it out like that. I have a couple of pins from this era, so I am going to keep saying HYYH. I don't know how to pronounce it and I don't want to be ignorant, so I'm just not going to try. These two, my double bias, you'll see a theme going on. It's especially for the Ita bag video. A lot of like Hobie or Tay Tay's pins are in my Ita bag, so you won't see them in this collection. But these two were from Moon Merch Store. This one's the Hosok Celica enamel pin. It was an A grade and it was 8 GBP. And then Taehyung's was, or it's called Taehyung Celica pen, enamel pen. It was an A grade and it was also 8 GBP. The one right below it is from Umi Pens. It's called the J-Hope Daydream and it was a C grade. It was $5.53. Another one of a tiny pin club from the collection. So I'm going to go over these three and this one because they're all from the same store. Initially, I went to this store. It's called the Star Candy Pins. For this one because of like House of Army, like I just thought it was iconic and hilarious how they had Jin be a clock when everyone else had a roll. But I really wanted to buy this pin and it wasn't available when I went to go look for it. But these three were, and anyone who knows me knows that I love Sailor Moon. Like I have a huge Sailor Moon collection, which I could do a video on if you wanted to, if you were interested. I have a huge Sailor Moon collection. So I definitely wanted to, I wanted this one, but Hobie is my bias, so I wanted to buy him. And then, like, I didn't want to leave Suga out, so he came home too. So, like I said, these are from Star Candy Pins. This one is called the Oma Hobie second grade, and it was $7. This one is this one is Pretty Made Yoongi, and it was $7. And this one's called the Sailor June, and it was $7. I just like how they all incorporated like the BT21 characters, and they just had them looking so crazy because of like how they were also like wacky back in the day. So I just really liked that pin. And then this one is the Clock Jin, and it's called Clock Jin House of Army, and it was $13. But now I'll go back to the top. This one is where is it? It's from Curran Pin Cute Shop. It's called Cotton a Lie. I bought this one off of Etsy. Most of the other ones I got off of Instagram, but this one was an Etsy one. And Avocado Pins right here is also from Etsy. But this one is also from Etsy. It's called Cotton a Lie. It was a C grade and it was $12.39. Oh, you know what? I kind of forgot to go over this one. This one is from, is it right next to it? It's from Happy Pop. It's called the Airplane Window Hope World, and it was a C grade. It was $11. And it slides right up. So it's a C grade because it doesn't stay up. I used to have this one in my Ita bag, so I didn't really mind it at all because the fabric in the Ita bag would keep it up like this. And honestly, I didn't care if it was open or closed because either way, I thought it was cute. So yeah. Right next to it is this one here, and that one is from ZOMG Bunny. It's called V Wings, and that one was $9. It has like this chain on it, which you can fix, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. And then right next to this one is also another pin that has a chain on it. This one is from Moon Merch Store. Oh no, sorry, it's not. It is from Moon. Oh wait, it is from Moon Merch Store, and it's called the Raspberry Tay Enamel Pin, and it was $8.50 GBP. Right underneath it, it is Army's laptop, and it's called, or it's from Happy Pop. It's called the, where did I just saw it. Oh, it's the Grammy laptop. It's a black second grade. I meant to get a white one because I also have her, like the Blood, Sweat, and Tear Polaroid one, but it didn't matter. I was like at work, and usually these like shops make their shops open at like 7, and that's when I'm like clocking in or clocking out, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shifts, so I kind of had to stop the nurse giving me a report so I could like go and buy it real quick, and I accidentally bought the black one, which I didn't mind. This one was $10 if I didn't already say it. It is beautiful. Like just really detailed and intricate. I love how Army's laptop looks like this when mine looks like this. It's like blank. And I actually watched it on TV, not on the laptop, but I understood the idea behind like everyone watching the Grammys on their laptop just so they could see BTS. But yeah, that one's that. Right underneath it is also another pin by Happy Pop. So the reason I got this one is because it's like the lights from Citi Field. And like I said earlier, I went to Citi Field. It's called the Citi Field Glow in the Dark second grade, and it was $5.50. And then this big pin underneath it. I about died when I saw it. I love this era, even though I wasn't an Army at that time. I became Army at like the Fake Love era, but every time I go back and look at the run, like I don't know, it just gives me nostalgia, even though I wasn't there, if that makes any sense. But this one's also from Happy Pop. It's called Run OT7. It's OT7 Fence. It's a second grade, and it was $9.50. And then I'll go back to the top. Sorry if you hear my paper. This pin here is from a tiny pin club. It's called the First Luv Pin, and it was $14. This one it was like a pre-order, and although I'm not a Yoongi stan, like he's not my bias or anything, my niece is like in love with him though. I did love this pin because I used to love First Love. Like that was my favorite song for a while. I used to fall asleep to it. I just love the deep meaning behind like loving something that's not a person, but a thing that brings you so much joy, but at the same time can bring you so much like despair, like the piano did for Yoongi. But I really love this pin. It's so beautiful, and it's like big. It's a good size. Like my fingers are not huge, but it's a good size. And for the price, it's really worth it. Right below it is the Peanut Paper Co. Save Me / I'm Fine pin. This was a pre-order, and it was $14. I have it on the Save Me, but doing the I'm Fine choreography. So if you turn it around is... Wait, no. It is this... No, I'm right. I'm fine. And then doing the Save Me choreography. Right below that one. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom out because I'm like super in it. This one is from Manikitem. I know I butchered it. It's MIKNITEM pins. It was a pre-order, and it's called the Bts Boy in Love pin, and it was $14. So this pin originally came with a really long chain. Like, let me close the laptop up. Like, do you see how long this is? It was about this long plus this. So I did have to trim it down, And I think like she had posted a picture saying like she didn't expect it to be that long, but they were really easy to trim down. Just get like a little plier from like the Dollar Tree and just cut one of the chains and then like put it back on there, if you know what I'm saying. But it wasn't hard to fix. So if you guys end up buying it, just know that you will probably have to fix the chain. And then the last two on this board, this one is from Happy Pop. It's called the Stargazer Hobie X Mung. It was a second grade and it was $7. And then the very last pin on this board is by Curran Pin Cute Shop, Kiri, and it's the Love Yourself Answers L version pin, and it's a B grade, and it was $10.46. But yeah, that's it for this board and the pin collection I have out that's not in the Ita bag. I will make a separate video on the Ita bag just because this video is already long and it's not even all the pins that I own. So if you guys are interested, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you're interested in hearing the Citi Field and Metlife stories, because those days were crazy. So luckily, I am going to the FedEx Field one for this year just because I live right down the street. Like, I can literally walk to FedEx Field right now. So it's going to be a much better experience than Citi Field and MetLife were. So yeah, that is it for this video. And let me know if you guys have any ideas on what else you want to see. And please subscribe if you can. But have a good day. Bye. It is Sandy from the future. I had realized that I didn't talk about two pins, this one here and this one. So I'm going to talk about them real quickly and where I got them from. This one is from the Idol Collective. It's called Blood, Sweat, Tears, or BTS, After the Fall, second grade, and it's $8. And then this one right here is from Pins Momo. It's called the Blood, Sweat, Tears Jimin, and it was $16. Anything that had to do with the Blood, Sweat, and Tears era, I bought because I loved that era. Again, I wasn't in ARMY at that time. I became ARMY at the Love Yourself tier era, or like the fake love era. And when I went back, I just like fell in love with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. But I just wanted to go over that because I did want to give like credit to those two artists. And please just let me know what else you guys would like to watch. If you're interested in like watching the Ita bag video, or if you wanted to hear like the Citi Field experience, just let me know. And if you guys have any other ideas, I know I already said this in the last clip, but I really would like for you guys to give me ideas as to what you guys would like to see on this channel. And please subscribe. Any little like subscriber amount will help me grow this channel, and I will be able to make more like BTS content. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.